Hey folks, Jim Thomas here, Fitness Management and Consulting. I appreciate you being here at the channel today. And for you folks that are finding us for the very first time, it's your initial time here at the channel, please consider hitting that subscribe button. And if you find the information that I provide beneficial, please hit that like button as well. And to learn more about me and learn more about my company, please check out the links below. And I would initially point you to our courses section. In our courses section, you will find the Gym Management Playbook. And the Gym Management Playbook, this was specifically designed to help you shorten the learning curve and to help you maximize bottom line profitability. At no matter what level you're at an ownership level, you're in sales, you're in management, it's designed to really help you, compress this and start getting results right away. So go check it out, see if it's a fit for you. And then number two, for you folks that are looking to open new facilities, for you folks that are looking to expand your existing facilities, check out our funding link, where you could potentially be qualified for up to $250,000 in funding with no collateral. So with that said, let's get into our topic here today. And our topic is it's 5 undeniable signs that it's time to quit. You're working in a gym, 5 undeniable signs that it's time to quit your job in the gym. So number one, you're unhappy just about every day doing this work. You're unhappy just about every single day. And so if you're this person, I can tell you right now, particularly if you're in sales and really anything dealing with the public, our success is really dependent in many ways upon a transfer of enthusiasm. Our belief, our conviction, in what we're doing, our enthusiasm for what we do. And if we're unhappy, none of that's going to come through. You're going to struggle. And then for you employers, for you owners, for you managers, that are watching this, and if you have staff that's like this, just know here's what our job is. From a management standpoint, our job is to create an environment that allows a motivated person to act. Create an environment that allows a motivated person to act. And so the first question you want to ask yourself, are we doing this? If we have folks that are just unhappy like this, are we creating an atmosphere that allows a motivated person to act? I've seen a lot of good people really struggle and really be unhappy when they're in bad systems. So accountability here kind of works both ways. Okay. Number 2 of the undeniable signs that I see, that say it's time to quit, the environment that you're in is tainted. It's toxic. It's a toxic environment with the boss and with everyone you work with. It's a toxic environment. If it's all negative, if it's constantly pointing out everything that's wrong, if it's constant pressure, this is very much a toxic environment, and it's never going to allow you to really get the results you want. It's never going to allow you to really be yourself. As I just said, you can put good people into bad systems, you're going to get bad results. So if you're the employee and you're in this environment, and you're getting bad results, and it's a toxic environment, it's negative, it's a good sign it's probably time to quit. If you're the boss, if you're a manager, let's go back to what I said a bit ago. We want to create an environment that allows a motivated person to act. Is a lot of criticism, negativity, looking for what's wrong. Is this going to do it? No. These are going to run people away. You're not creating what you need. And some of this too, let's don't get too carried away here. Sometimes good people make these mistakes. Sometimes these mistakes are made unintentionally. We're not just trying to be, this way. We don't know another way to do it. And I'll give you an example. I was working with a club a while back, and they've since sold, and they did very well when they sold. And I remember the very first meeting I was in, and someone said, well, Jim, can you help me design a form? I need a form that I can write people up with. So when they're working throughout the day and they're not doing what they're supposed to be doing, I can walk up to them and I can write them up for not doing it. And that was her solution to try to get folks to do this. And I said to her, I'm happy to help you design the form. But what if we did this? What if we designed a form, and instead of catching them doing something wrong, what if we catch them doing something right? Okay, and she happened to like the idea. We did it, and it worked very well. Okay, and so we changed. Okay, instead of catching them doing something wrong, we're going to change the environment. And we did change the environment, and it changed performance. It changed it dramatically. Our staff turnover improved. Our sales performance improved. Remember, attrition improved. A lot of things improved just from things of that nature. Okay, so undeniable signs that it's time to make a change. The environment is tainted. So if you're in that position and you can't do anything about it, it might be time to leave. If you're the boss, how can you change that? Okay. Number 3 of undeniable signs, the skill that you were hired for isn't a fit for what you're good at or enjoy. The skill that you were hired for isn't a fit for what you're good at or you enjoy. Now, here's one that I see kind of frequently, is maybe someone, they've worked in a club, they've worked the front desk, maybe they were a trainer, maybe they did some other things in the gym, and they have some knowledge, they have some peripheral knowledge of how things work, and they have a good personality and a lot of good things. They want to be successful. And so they get hired for sales. And, the skill set they have is, they're a hard worker, they have good attitudes, have some knowledge, but man, they don't see themselves as a salesperson at all. Okay? And I see this happen a lot of times when maybe front desk is required to kind of be quote unquote sales. And so it's not a fit. So the skill set that you were hired for, it's nothing that you're good at, or it's not a fit. Okay? Is that a time to quit? Most of the time it is. It's not a fit. It's not a match. Okay? You were not hired for what you're good at. Okay? Now, if you're the boss, if you're the employer, make sure that we're putting people in the best position to be successful. One of the things that I do, if I get people like this that maybe, I think they could be good at this, but they've never done it, and they're a little hesitant themselves. We have like a 7-day jump start that we'll use. And so we're going to kind of gradually work the person into this so they can have success at it. Because I want to really move them toward this, okay, and let them have the success they want. But, the skills that you were hired for aren't a fit for really what you're good at or what you enjoy. Think about that if you're the person doing the hiring, and maybe how are we onboarding this person? Can we do a better job of onboarding to make them successful at this? Number 4, okay, you believe deep down that you're meant for better, bigger, and more thrilling things. Okay, you believe deep down you're meant for bigger, better, and more thrilling things. If your goals are big and you want to do all these things, and you're a great student and you're a bit of a dreamer, okay, which is nothing wrong with that. Okay, this may be a sign it's time to leave this position and go do something else. Go take a chance. Go open up your own facility or go work at a different level. But if you believe deep down that you should be doing things that are bigger and better and more thrilling, it's probably a time to leave. Okay? Because, one of the job descriptions that I give everybody from ownership on down, it's our job to protect the investment. And so if you've taken this job as a salesperson or you're in management, your job is to protect the investment. And if you believe deep down you are here for bigger, better things, you're never going to be able to give that complete effort like you need to give. Okay, it's really not a complacency. It's almost like a lack of desire. At that point is what I see. Okay, with folks. I mean, I see this a lot of times with folks that maybe used to own a club or used to manage maybe a big box facility, and now they take a lesser role in something else, but they see themselves as, hey, this person that bigger, better, more thrilling, and it's hard for them to come back and do this. Okay, I know a lot of times when I talk to folks that have big goals and they want to open up multiple facilities, or they're already there and they want to bring on people to run territories, I tell them all the same. I say, when you're hiring someone that maybe can be a partner someplace else, bring them on first, maybe in a 90-day capacity. Let's see if they can and will produce. Because just because they had success before for somebody else doesn't mean they're going to have it with you. We need to see that they're still a producer, because we're not trying to bring on executives. So there's a balance here. Okay, the person taking the job, they might just take the job because they need the job. They need the paycheck. Doesn't mean they're a good fit. And for you, if you're hiring them, Just because they've been an owner, they've been a manager, and you're going to bring them into sales, doesn't mean they still have the fire to do that. They might see themselves as something totally different. And then number 5, on the undeniable signs that it's time to quit, it's time to leave your gym, is that the outcomes that you're working toward feel meaningless. The outcomes that you're working toward seem meaningless. Okay? And again, this can be if you're not really driven to be in sales, or if you've taken a position that's less than what you've had before. You've been an owner, you've been a manager, now you're taking a position in sales. Sometimes those goals can feel meaningless to you. I'm not saying that's right or wrong. I'm just saying you may not be a fit for that position. Okay? It may be a natural, common thing. And so if this is you, then should you really take the job? Take the time to find what's best for you, because you're not going to be happy at this, okay, if you do these. These are undeniable signs that it's time to leave, okay? And all it's going to create is frustration with you and frustration, with the boss, with the owner, okay, if we're not producing. And on this ownership side, okay, when I say, the outcomes that we're working toward feel meaningless, okay? Let me tell you something that I see a little bit. When I hire as an owner or as a manager, when I hire, I like to bring in people that I can provide them an opportunity that maybe they've never had before, never will have again. It's a unique opportunity. I want to give them a chance to make this something they can do at a higher level than they've ever done before. If I'm taking somebody that, this is going to be a step down in title, a step down in responsibility, a step down in income, sometimes these numbers could be meaningless. They kind of just go through the motions of it. They don't have that same drive that maybe they had initially, because it's time for something else for them. Okay, so take a look at these. If you're the employee in this situation, undeniable signs that it's time to quit. Okay, because part of my mantra is you want to live your ideal life now. I mean, what are you waiting on, right? Live your ideal life now. Okay, if you're seeing these and you're the employee, this is a sign it's time to leave, unless you can change it. Okay, and if you're the employer, the owner, the manager of this, what can you do to change? What can you do to adjust? Because if you're the owner, you're the manager, or even if you're the employee, one of the things that you want to remember is this: if you want to change somebody else, you first change yourself. So take a look at some of these. Let's limit our churn. We want to make this a place that everybody wants to work. This is part of our brand. Everybody wants to work here. And all of a sudden, you get better people, you keep them longer. That's going to translate into more members and keeping them longer as well. So folks, if you found the information beneficial today, I'd appreciate it if you hit that like button, and we look forward to seeing y'all in that next video.